Are doing some Friendsgiving live. Hey, how you doing? I'm Dave.
And I'm Alexis.
And we are doing some Friendsgiving live here in the Food Network Kitchen. And we need to clean out this fridge for Thanksgiving because we have family in town, we gotta cook,
right.
And we gotta feed people.
And we're making breakfast, which is why we're all wearing pajamas here.
I'm not wearing pajamas.
Dave comes to work like this every day, actually.
Every color, these are mine.
This is a good color for me.
Good job.
Yeah, so you've got family staying in town. They're going to want to eat when they wake up in the morning, and we've got some easy things to make in the morning for breakfast.
So what are we doing?
All right, this is a sticky pecan pull-apart bread.
Okay.
And we're starting with prepared crescent dough, which is great because you don't have to wait for the dough to rise. We've got 2 cans.
This is the pop-off?
Yes.
Very
That's
cool.
the best part when you pop open that can. And we just laid them right on top of each other. So this is one can, and then this is another can. If it breaks, it doesn't matter. That's quite all right.
Did you put those slices in there?
Yeah, I did it myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Smart,
kidding.
smart.
So we're gonna roll this to a 12 by 12 square. So this way is already 12, so all we have to do is kind of roll this out, get a little flour underneath it so it doesn't stick, all right?
What am I doing with this stuff on this board while you're doing this?
All right, so you're gonna mix pumpkin pie spice with sugar, all right?
Cool.
And pumpkin pie spice, you probably have like a whole jar of it in your cabinet and you've only made pumpkin pie once. So this is another way to use it up. And if you don't have pumpkin pie spice, you can use apple pie spice, you can use cinnamon, right?
Yeah,
Just cinnamon and sugar is really good.
This is like allspice, cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg. So you could become creative and make your own spice yourself. You don't have to buy it at the store. But it does smell delightful, I must say.
If your edges are a little raggedy, don't worry about it. You can smush them back in. Your kids can help with this, which is really great. My children wake up and they want 4 breakfasts in the morning when they come out of their room, so we'll make a few.
What a
so
good mom.
thank you. We're gonna put some caramel all over. This is sticky stuff,
And for those people who don't make homemade caramel every day for their children, what do you do?
Well, you buy it from the store and you spread it. Thank you.
I would do chocolate. I don't know.
You would do chocolate or Nutella.
Some chocolate.
This is a job that you have to not do very precisely, which is what I like when I can't see because I haven't had 3 cups of coffee yet. And now we're here.
Beautiful.
So, Dave, can you sprinkle this lovely mixture on here? I'm gonna get rid of this.
All of it?
Yes, all of it, evenly over on top. Delicious.
So you brush your teeth after
That's
this.
right.
Dave, for people who are just joining, tell us what you're making again.
This is a pull-apart pumpkin spiced bread.
Sticky bread,
Sticky bread,
yes.
hence the caramel. And
This is Thanksgiving Live, Friendsgiving Live, and we're showing you how to make breakfast. All right.
this is...
You're doing a marvelous job at that. You know that?
It's like another type of French toast, in a way.
Correct. Kind of. And then we're going to put those pecans on top.
Beautiful.
All right. We'll sprinkle those evenly on
Pecans,
top.
and obviously, just like the spice, we don't have
I'm gonna help.
pecans. You could almonds, walnuts.
Hazelnuts, if you have those in your house.
Nowadays, all these allergies, you can do no nuts.
This is true.
Nut
This is
free.
very true. All right.
Look at that.
Looks beautiful, right?
Gorgeous.
All right. Then we're going to take our knife and cut it into 16 equal pieces. So the way that's easiest for me is to just cut it in half and make a cross. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then in half again because I'm not good at math.
8,
Right.
16. Okay.
All right. And then we're going to stack these layers on top of each other. Would you
Show
like
us
to help
how.
me do that?
Yeah, but I wanted to see how to do it first.
All right. So we're going to do this, and then this, and then this, and then that.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
And if a little falls out, don't worry about it because we're going to put that right on top at the end. We will waste none of this deliciousness.
Delicious.
That's right. All right. And while you're stacking, I'm just going to grab
Yeah.
this. Thank you.
Is this something you do on a daily basis at home?
No.
I don't know. I mean,
Not on school days.
not
No
on
way.
school. Okay. So now what are we doing?
Okay, now we're putting them into this bowl, into this prepared greased loaf pan. So, some people are wondering if you need to use glass, and the answer is we recommend to use glass because metal and glass conduct differently. Thank you. And you don't want to run the risk of burning this because you've got all this like delicious gooey sugar and stuff. So we put that in and then we kind of spread it out.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm going to gather all of this.
Yeah, nothing
good
goes to waste,
stuff
obviously.
And put this right on top.
Can you make this the day before, or do you have to do it the morning of?
You can do it the day before, but the chances of it still being there are probably not that good if you have people coming over.
Especially once they smell it.
But yeah.
All right. So we've got most of that goodness in here. And are your hands clean?
They are clean.
All right,
I mean,
so
they're
can you put something
sticky.
cleaner than mine? I'm gonna
So
clean
what's
mine
this oven at?
So
I mean, I can
we've
look
got
myself.
a
but
325.
325.
We're baking it for 50 minutes until it puffs and it gets a little bit brown.
Okay.
And then we'll take the aluminum foil off and we'll bake it for another 15 minutes till it's like really nice and brown and delicious. All right, let's clean
Well, that
it.
is
Okay.
lovely. And I want to make
I'm gonna clean
some
it
sort of
first.
eggs because
All right.
I'm not that much of a sweet tooth, but
Okay. And you know, Uncle Tony might not be a sweet tooth either. When people come down from upstairs, they want a little of everything.
I understand. That's why you have to please everybody.
right. You gotta be a host.
Again, cleaning out the fridge, getting ready for Thanksgiving. The best way to do that is make eggs. If you go to like a diner, you see there's like 50 omelets. It's because they're trying to clean out their fridge constantly. So
I'm gonna dump this. Ooh, in that bowl right there.
let's get some of this. This is all gathered, no joke, about like 20 minutes ago from the fridge. We have some sauteed red bell peppers, sauteed onions, some chicken sausage, looks like some
Potatoes, a little cilantro.
cilantro,
Yes.
and some pepper jack cheese. So what we're gonna do, you want a non-stick pan, preferably. To be honest, you can make it a smaller pan, it'll be thicker, like a quiche a little bit. A bigger pan, thinner, how the Italians like their frittata a little thinner. It all depends on your choice.
And you
But-
can put so many different things into a frittata from your fridge. I just made one this weekend with fava beans, roasted peppers, and chorizo, and it was delicious. And don't ask me why I have chorizo in my fridge at this time of year, but I did.
That's
And-
exactly what I was going to ask. Why do you have chorizo in your fridge?
Oh, not a chorizo,
But I'm not going
fava
to
beans.
ask. Someone may ask. I don't know.
Yes.
Charlie, anyone ask?
No one asked.
No. Charlie
questions.
says no one asked.
No questions about chorizo.
All right. Eggs.
Okay.
Eggs,
So,
to me, are the hardest thing to cook.
okay.
In a restaurant, people, when they get jobs, that's one of the things that they're asked to cook is an egg. So we're going to see if we still have jobs at the end of the day. or
That's
not.
right. That's right. So
What are you doing?
this is heating up.
This
and
is a
then-
medium heat, a little oil, and
Yes.
again, we're just reheating the ingredients because it's cooked. If it could also be raw onions, raw peppers, I would cook it down a little longer.
Right.
So I will just put this in here. And you
Right.
have 6 eggs?
Yes, I have 6 eggs. I have a little bit of cream because it's really good to add the fat.
Okay.
That will help the texture of the frittata. I'll beat this together while you're cooking up those ingredients.
Okay. Am I adding anything else? Cheese I'll add later.
Cheese will add later. I cut up your sausage for you.
Okay.
I like things in bite-sized pieces, so when you're eating it, it all mixes together nicely. Look at those skills. He's pulling out the
Oh,
restaurant
yeah,
tricks
yeah.
on you guys. All right. I'm going to add a little salt and a little pepper.
And again, the best thing about a frittata is once this is done, cut it up, leave it out. Your guests are coming over. They're coming to reheat their food, getting it ready for Friendsgiving.
That's right.
All that. So,
Room temperature frittatas are great, so you can just leave it out and people can come by and grab pieces.
I mean, it's already enough that we're cooking a meal for them at night.
Right.
So
Totally.
the fastest we
No
can get
eggs
this
to
done.
order on Thanksgiving,
the better.
okay? You don't get eggs over easy on Thanksgiving.
And I am putting salt and pepper in these veggies, but you should definitely taste them before you
Yes.
start cooking because someone may have
great.
someone may have salted them from the beginning.
Yes, you season along the way, you season all your components.
So I'm just heating it up. Everything's cooked through. I am going to lower the heat. I had it on high. I don't want to burn the eggs right away. Did you
Okay,
get
and
enough
you have your
air in there?
sausage. Look at the bubbles in there.
Okay.
Come on. Look at that.
Okay.
All right.
Last thing I want is like an extra yolk floating around.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
And this is a great way to make frittatas too. Instead of, you probably have seen those really fat frittatas where you just pour it in and you bake the whole thing in the oven. But this way, if you have a lot of wet ingredients, then you don't get that spongy texture because the water doesn't get trapped inside.
To be honest,
You're a
I wish
genius.
I was at your house because I would love a little chorizo. I don't know. Just saying. So Now I have these beautiful eggs. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
They are going to go into the pan. I have it on low heat. Let's get a little, every last drop in it. And I know everyone's getting very excited about eggs, but if you're just joining us, we're in Food Network Kitchen, Friendsgiving Live.
We are
feeding
making
our
breakfast.
friends, and we are cleaning out our fridge to get ready for all the food that people are bringing over, all the food that we're making all
Right.
day.
Feed all the people that are in town to eat Thanksgiving for you.
And what better breakfast than some delicious, sweet, sticky, gooey bread?
That's right. We have a nice sticky
Some great
pull-apart
leftover
bread in the
eggs.
oven. And we've got some frittata
So-
cooking on the stove.
Charlie, come here. Again, I want to let this rest, but I'm not making scrambled eggs. As you can see, this is starting to create a little base on the bottom. This is going to be for me later. So I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. So it starts to like jiggle, and you sort of see like a frisbee starting to be made. We're going to add some of the
Not the flour. We're going to
not
add the
the
cheese.
flour. Can you tell me about your flour frittata? Some of the cheese, again, pepper jack cheese.
Pepper jack
A little
cheese.
spicy.
Yeah.
Use
I think
whatever
this
you
was
want,
like leftover fajitas. I think maybe it was like chicken sausage fajitas. We got some peppers, onions, and cilantro. So there you go.
So
Pepper
again,
jack
I'm
cheese.
trying to get any liquid to fall down into those cracks. I think we're ready to cheese.
Ready to cheese? May I do the honors?
Please do.
Okay. So now I'm going to sprinkle this cheese on top. Dave's going to drink some coffee.
Now, this is going in an oven, but I just want to let you know something. This is going into an oven with the broiler being on. So one, it's at about 550 degrees. Two, having a broiler, meaning it's top heat. So you need someone on broiler duty. This could be done in about
This is true.
30 seconds to a minute and a half, depending how big of a stove you have. I don't know if everyone has this massive
How your
range
broiler
at
works,
home.
you know, if you have the drawer underneath or if you have the broiler that's the top of your stove,
Yeah,
it all
that
affects
drawer
the
is
cooking
not
time.
only for sheet pans and
For storage of extra heavy pans.
It actually does something. In the oven we go, into the broiler,
Should I
and
clean
I'm
it
gonna
up?
like sort of be over here,
Okay.
make sure I don't mess anything up, and we should get those drinks.
All right, yes. So the last thing that we're going to show you is a mulled slow cooker cider. So this is something that you can put on way ahead of time. So, you know, some people wake up in the middle of the night to start their turkey. If you do that, you can start this. You can start it really early in the morning. It's not real specific with the times. If you need to go a little longer, it works out perfectly. So you will add 3 quarts of cider to your slow cooker.
3, 4, 3, 2,
Let's see what we have. No, more. It's gonna go like about 3/4 of the way up. We're very precisely measuring here. Okay. So, all right. Great.
Cider, farmer's market,
Okay.
supermarket, everybody has cider.
Yes, cider, and this is going to smell so good when you get it ready. We've got a piece of ginger, and the way I like to peel my ginger is with a spoon because it makes it much easier. And we're going to make a sachet here.
Sachet. Tell
That's right.
everyone what
And
your
that's
fancy word is.
A piece of cheesecloth with some spices inside. This is just so that we don't have spices floating around in there. Then you have to, you know, fish them out. But if you don't have this, you can totally strain it. It'll be fine. We're putting cinnamon sticks. We're putting some allspice, black pepper, and cloves in here. Oh, good call.
This is, we're like 75%, just like 3/4 of the apple cider. We're 3/4 of the way done with the frittata.
Right. And this is Friendsgiving Live. In case you're just tuning in, we are making breakfast, thus the pajamas here at FNK.
All right, I'm assuming I should add this brown sugar.
Yes, add the brown sugar.
Light brown
All
sugar.
right.
You could use like dark brown
Dark
sugar.
brown, light brown.
If you have granulated sugar, you could do that.
And just add a little molasses.
And add a little molasses.
Oranges.
Oranges. If you don't have oranges, can you use mandarins or tangerines or
Of course,
clementines?
delicious. Yes. Right in there. Okay, great.
Now, I hardly ever use a slow cooker. So what are we doing now?
So you start this on high for 1 hour, and then you switch it to low for about 5 hours. And if you oversleep, like Dave always does, then 6 hours is fine, and that's okay. Right?
Okay, so thankfully I stayed at work very late last night. I read all the, directions of slow cooker, and I made one.
And you made one, great. Let's check out this frittata. Oh, it's getting brown. Do you have the?
So,
What's that?
4-6 hours later,
Oh boy.
we have a delicious cider that's almost, it may have reduced just a little bit, but the flavors that have come out with this sachet.
Do you smell that? It smells delicious.
I'm gonna put this in my car. Great.
What do you think?
And obviously, oh wow, look at that,
What do you think? Does it look good?
beautiful. Wait, how are we in the middle? You do
make
want to
sure.
test.
We're set in the middle. I'm gonna give it another minute.
Another
we don't want
minute.
it to be.
And also, when you do take it
under.
out, you want to keep it in the pan for a little bit, and it still will cook for a couple minutes. Like a steak, you hear people say that your steak rests for 10 minutes. That's for two reasons. One, it's still going to cook, and two, it keeps the juices in. But we're not talking about steak.
Correct. All right.
So,
We have this beautiful mulled cider, and we've got this right here. Let's get it all ready, right?
now,
We'll actually put these here.
this is family friendly, obviously, because we have a lot of
Yes.
children coming
Yes,
over,
yes.
people who may drink, may not drink.
Right.
But for the people who do want a little, little extra in there,
We'll have a little.
I picked out two things. We have some dark rum, and we have some whiskey. It could be bourbon,
Yes, bourbon would be lovely in here. Rye would work.
rye,
Yeah.
whatever else you have in your cabinet.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I'm sure people
Delicious.
start throwing random things in there. But
Would you like me to do the honors?
yeah, do the honors. I'm
Okay.
gonna check on this frittata.
We've got this delicious pull-apart
looks
bread here.
awesome.
Doesn't that look good?
I'm gonna put this here because I'm gonna
That
slide
glazy-
that
yeah.
frittata
Out on the board. Oh,
on the board. I'm gonna
correct.
put one of those in there for you.
Thank
one
you.
for
Oh, and that's
Nate.
your little stirrer. And you can keep this going. This you can just keep warm in the slow cooker and have people come by and just pour it for themselves when they want it.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I want that.
So I would let it sit for a little bit, but I
And
don't
rest.
want to let it sit because I want to
He
have a
wants
bite
it
before people
now.
come over. You can chop up your cilantro. You can keep it whole. It's all going to have the same flavor.
I like the whole leaves. I think it looks nice,
fresh.
right?
And
Unless you think cilantro tastes like soap, and then you
don't
would
forget
probably
my
use something
special
else.
house brand hot sauce that I've been
That's
working on.
right.
So,
We have this and this here. This is for you.
well, thank you. How many people we have coming over?
Oh boy, I think it's like 15 this year. Cheers.
I'm going to cut this up. Pull me
All
a
right,
little
we
piece
should
of that
pull this apart.
because I want to know.
I want to get into this.
So, what are you calling this?
This is a sticky pumpkin pull-apart bread. So see, you just pull the layers apart.
Sticky pumpkin pull
No,
apart bread.
pecan.
Oh.
Just kidding. Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Sticky pecan pull-apart bread. It's delicious.
And then
it
we-
transforms your biscuit dough.
Have a frittata,
Here.
which whatever you.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh no.
I want to pull things apart.
Whatever you want to put in here. Today is onion, potato, chicken sausage.
That looks lovely.
If you go to Alexa's house, you substitute chicken sausage for chorizo.
For chorizo. That's lovely. I want a piece of that. It's still steaming a lot though.
It's fine.
Hot sauce on the board. That's a nice touch.
So, I hope you guys make exactly what we made. I hope you enjoyed our little morning, afternoon, Friendsgiving, whatever time of day you want to wear pajamas and cook.
That's
for
right.
all your friends to come over and enjoy
right.
Thanksgiving. You
That's
should
true.
do this more often to clean out your fridge. Make an excuse.
That's right. Thank you for tuning in to Friendsgiving Live, FNK. I'm gonna eat that.
See you later.
Bye.